welcome back to a new video, guys. In this video we'll be going over the build again, but differently. We'll be going over the skill tree today for the build on what I got, because today is Saturday, second day of the league. Whenever this video comes out, haven't been able to get into the league because of the game didn't want to update correctly for me. A little rundown on that. That's why we didn't get into it Saturday, but we'll be a little later of a start, but let's get right into this. Enough about blabbering about me not being able to get into the game. I'm playing it, but let me get right into it and let's talk about the build. So we're gonna be playing, as you know before, Raven's staff with the ability to spin around the Ravens like RF. I didn't dig too much into the skills and the items because we're gonna be running whatever minions as backup minions. It's sort of like whatever. Just focus on flipping over all your chaos, your fizz damage to chaos, and grabbing chaos damage for your minions. Basically, all we need to do since the Ravens do chaos damage, pretty much is what the build's gonna be about. So let's get right into where we start. We're gonna take up these node spell and minion damage, hitting here to here, taking up all these minion cast speeds, attack speed nodes. And since we're at 100, we grabbed this energy shield. I don't know what to change there, where to put this, but it's right here for now. We come out here. You see, we grab these for the insightful, for not just for the energy shield and increased intellect, but also the mana regeneration, because we'll need it for the build. Because we take another skill that I'll later on explain. Come up here, we grab the energy shield stuff again to get faster energy shield recharge. Come up here, grab the jewel socket, much needed. Then I'll take it up here, grab into curse stuff on both ends on this side, because we'll be running, let's go skills, we'll be running Despair and Temporal Chains. The Temporal Chains is to make sure our curses last longer and drain slower, make sure the enemies run slower, and the Despair is there for the extra chaos damage. That's why we run those two, and then we'll come here. We're not here to the necrotic touch for the crits and stuff. Do we really need the crits? I might change those. Minions have 25% increased evasion rate and 5 mana. Might switch this out for something else. Let me know in the comment section down below. You know the deal. Tell me what I need to change, what should be changed. But yeah, then we're coming over here, grabbing these nodes for the extra energy shield. Come up here, grab this all the way down for right hand of darkness, area effect. From what I understand and from what I've been reading on, minion area effect affects the main skill on the Raven's staff. Come out here for the jewel socket. That takes up that part. Then down here, we're gonna come here. I'm gonna grab these minions for their minion resistances. For our main our other minions, which I think what we're gonna do is take some mild, nothing too crazy. Focus all our stuff on the fact that we're playing the Raven's Call ability, the conspiracy, whatever it's called. Shit, I can't think of it off the top of my head. But yeah, go into the intel for this here for another jewel socket. Got 3 jewel sockets in total. Running here, we're gonna grab the entropic incarnation. Minions have chaos resist. Minions gain 10% of fizz as chaos damage, much needed since our Raven minions are already going to be gaining a lot of chaos, or fizz 2 chaos, which will help us a lot. So basically the idea here is stack a lot of spell fizz or fizz. I oppose we do a lot of fizz and then switch it over to chaos and then use the remainder of the room to grab actual chaos. That or just run all chaos damage on minions and just float everything over. But you know, if you guys got a way to make the chaos converge work the best, let me know in the comments down below. We come over here, grab into minions have increased damage. We grab this node here, which I need to take that off for this. We're not grabbing gigantic. We can then pull that off. These two off. I oppose grabbing 3 nodes, which then we could put here, grabbing us this to give us more. I just noticed that while we were doing this. There we go. All right here for energy recharge rate. Not too bad, I guess. Oh, then we'll grab these to get our minions recouping 15% damage, taking us life. Run into these, get a resist for the minions. As usual, come here. Grab all of this into that. Then there's a node somewhere along the lines that we didn't speak about. Wait, no. Minion area. There you go, minion area. Right here. Yeah. That's the one. That's the one we need to talk about. Then then like to specify, we grab into the right hand. Like a lot of these are like, you know, get your minions, get your curse buffs so that your curses last longer, and then get them to slow down much faster. You know, keep the slow going. But like with this here, minions have 20% increased area of effect. Minions have 10% chance to inflict wither on hit. Spells gain 5% damage as extra chaos, which we don't use. We're not going to be using our own spells, which, unless, like, if I'm mistaken, the cacophony, or where is it? No, the rupture soul works with that. Then it'll give us extra damage there. But pretty much we'll go here for all the area of effect on minions to grab that. And then what I was thinking is grab a lot of area effect on our gear, or however, whatever like works, because like this is a fairly new skill and I haven't seen much play on it, and I want to, you know, basically get that Raven's Claw skill from the staff. I want to, like, you know, do my own testing and workings with it, and not, you know, basically build a build off of someone else. But like this here is pretty much like the build that we've got so far. Like gear wise, I don't have any gear set for the build yet, because like what special shit are we gonna run for this? Like, be honest, like what special shit are we gonna run for this? Not much. Nothing too special. Like your basic fizz to chaos for minions, giving our minions chaos damage, giving our minions this, that, and the third is basically it. And then running a lot of run a lot of defensives on our character. Basically, do defensive. Which that brings us into our enough about the character. That now brings us into the Ascendancy, right? We're gonna be running Lich, as I talked about before. Decided to hard carry Lich, you know, because I saw a lot. Like I read some of the comments, and a lot of people were saying get some of the buffs for curses because you know they were wanting to run those 2 curses, which will run all the way down into Incentive Cacophony. Runs an additional curse. Now, there's one right here, right? Which, what I was thinking we do is run the Whispers of Doom until we're able to get into this. Remove the Doom. Go into this, and you're good. You got the also you got the ruptured souls, which gives us exploding a quarter of their maximum life as chaos damage. Not bad at all. While you are not on low mana, you and your allies in your presence have Unholy Might, lose 5% mana per second. And then we have Blackened Heart, which buffins, which increases magnitude of Unholy Might buffs you grant per 100 maximum mana. So basically, we'll just scale mana on our rings and amulets and shit. We're not too entirely focused on that. That I didn't take. Yeah, shit. Now that I think about it, that I didn't take into effect. But yeah, pretty much we're gonna grab this, hit all our, ramp up our mana. We're running hella. We're just running straight intelligence throughout the whole thing, so we should be able to grab Blackened Heart and grant some. Yeah, if we were to take that off, we'd lose like 568 average hit, 180 average damage. So yeah, grab into that. While you're not on low, now the Necromantic Conduit, while you're not on low mana, you and your allies in presence have Unholy Might, lose 5% of maximum mana per second. So what we're gonna do is run a lot of mana regeneration on our gear. That's for this. What I originally had planned is to skip this, and what is it? No inherent mana regen. Right? Where is it? Where is it? There was one here that gave us mana. Or was I mistaken? No, I was mistaken. No, this one. It was the soulless form that we were going to grab into. No inherent mana regeneration equal to your maximum life per second. Grab this instead. Hit on this. And then ramp up our life. And then basically be a shield to cover this. But like this here seems much better on the fact that we get to slow them down. We get longer use of our curses, and plus the curses make them slow. Slowing them down is the main key here. So yeah, pretty much what I got so far is this and stuff. Like if anybody like has any other ideas we could do for the build, like for instance, like I might take, where is it, this. Alright, take that off. Grab for the mana regen. Grabbing this, or where is it? No, this here gives us, yeah. Where is it? What was I looking at? I was looking at something. Yo. Oh, where was it? It was this one, I think it was. Grabbing that instead of the other one, and then we plop a point into here. Is what I also was thinking about doing, because then it gives us more mana regen, and then it gives us an efficiency to our skills on top of that over the extreme amounts of energy shield, which, you know, we're gonna get a lot of that from our gear anyways. So pretty much what we're gonna do. We grab the basics here. Also, forgot to mention this one here, which is Crystalline Flesh and Growling Swarm, which also gives more to increased area of effect. Not popping this. Minions revive faster because, you know, I don't care about how fast they revive. I just care about the fact that I can get them up. But yeah, that's pretty much like the skill tree and stuff. You know, we'll go in depth more once we get into the mid game and end game. Run this build, see how it goes. This is the build I got so far. If you guys got any better ideas for a build, or for the build, any other like nodes you would take, let me know in the comment section down below. But yeah, this is pretty much the build. Peace out. See you guys later. Comment down below what you think. And yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video.